I'm not letting the spring pass by is something I recently heard such a powerful person say. I'm not letting the spring pass me by. Again, right? Another season, another spring, this time where you're supposed to plant seeds and prosper. I just kept putting it off to the next one, and I'm done doing that. And if you feel the same way, this message is for you. Maybe you haven't been putting things off. Maybe you're like living your best life and you're there like, okay, next level. I want to make the most of this season. I want to make the most of these energies. So I'm absolutely loving/hating the current energies because it's bringing up a lot. It's shifting. It's this energy of rebirth, of renewal. Really, really powerful shifts that can also feel like a lot for some of us. And you may be seeing those shifts in your outer reality. You may be just feeling those shifts, first just manifesting within. And that's something that people forget that I want to emphasize in this video, in this live, that the manifestation, your thoughts, that's already a manifestation. There's an energy that you feel and then, you're inspired to do this. That is a manifestation. But we believe that, no, manifestation is like if this is physical, this is a manifestation. Your thoughts, your ideas, those two are manifestations. But we deem it as unimportant, right? But this is what starts it. It's like if you look at a seed and you say, well, this is unimportant. That's a whole tree. How can you deem this as unimportant? It's like, yeah, but it's not a whole tree, so whatever. Honor those first manifestations that are coming to you, because those little seeds have potential for a whole forest. Something really, really important. One of the things that I want to bring in during this season of the eclipse. So it is advised to not manifest during this season, which is ridiculous because you're manifesting all the time. You can't stop. You can't stop manifesting. You think all the time, don't you? You get desires. You look at something, you're like, don't like this, would rather have that. That's manifesting. So I always love seeing those, like, don't manifest during this time. It's like saying, well, don't breathe for the 2-week period of the eclipse. You just are. What we do want to get curious about is how much we're asking for, in a sense that, are we able to receive that which we're asking for? One of the things that we're doing in Thrive right now, and I just announced it yesterday, the emphasis of the work that we're going to be doing in the next few months in that container is expanding our capacity to feel good. Because most of us don't trust that. And so there's so much in the spiritual community, in this personal growth industry as well, about clear your blocks and overcome this. And that's great, but we're working with the yin and the yang energy. So first of all, I want to say it's a whole other video. And I have made videos on the fact that if you're just, how do we overcome this? How do we fight this? That's not going to get you the results. That doesn't work. It's like your left hand trying to fight your right hand. How is that going to work? It's all part of you. So when you're trying to deny a part of you, that's not going to work. There's a video somewhere up here when I go deeper into this concept. We're not addressing this today, though. That's a whole other topic. But equally as important, how do we work with the shadow energies? How do we work with the light energies? And most people go, I don't need to work with the light energies. I want stuff. I want money. I want that lover. I want that experience. Do you, though? How many of us can actually say, oh yeah, I'm totally feeling worthy and allowing of peace, of freedom, of wealth? So many clients that I work with, something happens and they're like, oh, why is this happening to me? And there's right away this unworthiness. What do I need to change? What did I do wrong? The unworthiness pops up. And oftentimes it's not, especially as we do deeper work and it's like 2 months in, or usually after 1 month, usually after 2 sessions, they feel amazing. They're manifesting from this place of alignment, from this place of, okay, I have clarity of what I really want. And their current life starts crumbling because that's what it's supposed to do. To create something new, you got to let go of the old. And they go, oh, why is this happening? It's like, because you're in alignment. It's a good thing. How does it feel? And we're learning to navigate through that and trusting the feel-good feeling. Trusting and cultivating more of where are we going? We're going to freedom. We're going to love. We're going to joy. And expanding our capacity to feel that. We did a workshop in Thrive that started off this topic of expanding your capacity to feel joy, to receive joy. Most of that workshop was all the inner critics of the members. Well, no, because of this, and I can't have because of that. It's like, okay, that is a muscle that needs to be trained. And again, this is what we're doing in the next few months in that container. And there's more information about it, by the way, if you're wondering, what it is, and you can get on a free clarity call with me to see if it's right for you. Because it's like going to the gym. You don't go once and you're like, oh, okay, I'm good. And this is what a lot of people try to do with clearing the block. It's like, I cleared the block, I'm good now. Doesn't work like that. Doesn't work with physical hygiene. Doesn't work with physical strength. Why would it work like that energetically? So practicing receiving. And an interesting point that I want to bring in here, which came up yesterday during one of the sessions that we had, is as my guidance said, guiding this activation, and the phrase that came up was, I stand tall, or I'm going to butcher it now, I don't remember how exactly the words work because it's channeled, as I'm allowing others to see me in my full potential, my full receptivity. And I felt how several people had blocks with that one. And how collectively most of us have blocks with that one. Who are you to stand tall and say, well, actually, my life's amazing. Everything's great. Everything's working out for me. I'm so worthy. That goes against what most people believe. Like I said, even when good things are happening, we go into, oh gosh, what if the second shoe drops? What if something goes wrong? What will I have to give up for this bliss or abundance that I'm getting right now? And sometimes it's in one area of your life. Sometimes it's in different, right? It's like, oh, well, if I have all this money and career, I have to sacrifice freedom and maybe relationship or maybe experiences, maybe travel. Or, well, I have all this travel and I have all these great things. It's okay that my body's lacking. Letting me know in the comments, do you believe that you are truly worthy of everything? Because you are. But do you believe it? Or is there that inner critic, that voice saying, no, you're not? How are you proving your worthiness? You gotta suffer to an extent to be worthy. That's what we've taught. And so if this resonates, letting me know, first of all, do you feel worthy? Being really honest with yourself. Some of us use this bypass, that was telling me, spiritual bypass. I remember telling my teachers, well, if you're judging living on the street, being homeless, as worse than in a luxurious house, well, that's judgment, isn't it? Because one experience is no better or worse than the other. That was at the phase of my life where I was too afraid to actually name what I wanted. And so it was easier to say, well, I don't want anything because I'm spiritual. I don't have no preferences. What a waste of you. Because you came here, like there's this individual filter that is you, will never happen again. Your individual preferences, your life experience, your likes, your dislikes. And Source animating that so that you are expressed, so that Source is expressed through this individual filter that is you. What a waste to say, well, I have no preferences. What I want to invite you into with this video here is everlasting freedom. What if you tune in to everlasting freedom? How would your life be different? Not from outside, not from those temporary experiences that are like, you're giving that dopamine rush, that high, like, yay, I accomplished it, or yay, that feels amazing, or the first 3 months of a relationship, or that travel experience. to, oh, right, let's get back to life now. And back into those cycles that your inner critic creates, that addiction to suffering, looking for a problem. I can't just be at ease. I can't just receive. Something needs to be wrong. Something needs to be fixed. And then we go into, yeah, but that's what we like, right? It's like we like having problems so that we can fix them. That's one way to live. What if you can just live in bliss all the time? What if you can just feel alignment and there doesn't need to be a problem, and just one great experience after the next one? What if it's not just limited to the first few months of a relationship, to just the first few weeks after getting a raise, or that 3-week vacation? What if it can just be your life? Because it can be. I've lived it. I've taken my clients through this, and I want to offer you a free window into that. A free 3-day immersive experience. It's at the end of April. 3 secrets to everlasting freedom. Because it is possible. Because, again, I've lived it. I've seen people live it. And a friend recently said to me, who's witnessed my journey for the last few years, I'm not sure how long, we know each other, maybe 6 years, and they go, maybe, I think longer even, they go, it's really amazing to know someone who's like completely unaffected by things happening outside of her. And it's really inspiring that that's even possible. And it is possible. And you were born knowing that you're the creator of your reality. You were born with that. So the good news is you don't have to learn anything new. You just get to let go of the BS that you were taught, that you took on, which isn't yours. So the link is below for that. 3 secrets to everlasting freedom. I will be really honored and happy to see some of you guys in there to guide you through this 3-day journey. And there's actually going to be a live 4th day. That's a bonus Q&A. Just taking a deep breath, coming into your body, coming into your center, remembering who you are as you're inhaling in, belly, chest, nose, like a wave breath, allowing your whole body to breathe. You're not here to survive, you're here to thrive. Exhaling out through the mouth. Tuning into, what do I really need right now? What do I need to feel good? And oftentimes it's simple things, it's presence. It just maybe 3 more deep breaths. Or it's maybe just feeling heavy on the seat. Being present with something in your environment. It begins with your ability to feel good. Your choice to feel better. Just right now, in the next moment, what is like a needle moving step away for you to feel more ease? Are you willing to, with the next inhale, feel a little freer than you did the moment before? It starts with the willingness and the intentionality. And also making the choice like, yes, I want more freedom. I know that it's possible. I may not know how. I know that it's possible. And I'm willing to set that intention. And if you're ready to discover how, again, link below, 3 secrets to everlasting freedom.